body bags were horror lies.
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?
Awesomeness. Hey guys, welcome to week 15 of Body Bags. Happy Thursday everybody, this is your fright chick speaking. Okay, so I know I'm not in the same place as usual and I kind of look crap, but I'm working 11-hour shifts every day, people, so you can give me a break on that one. So I decided for my pick this week that I was going to go with a sort of underrated but still crap movie, Dead Silence. I don't think it's in any other titles in other countries, so you should all know this is Dead Silence. It came out in 2007 and it was directed by James Wan and written by Lee Waynell, who, as you all know, did the Saw franchise. They also did, what the hell is it called? Insidious, that's the one. Insidious. Yeah, so Dead Silence stars Ryan Quanten in the lead role as Jamie Ashen. Most of you guys might remember him as Vinny in Home and Away. I know I do, and he's still fit as hell. Yeah, so Donnie Wahlberg's also in this as the detective, and the basic plot of this movie is it centres around an old town curse. The curse and legend of Mary Shaw. Now, there is a poem that goes with her curse. I can't remember it. It's not very memorable, and it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so Jamie Ashen is a young man. He's just got married to his wife Lisa, and they have moved out of their childhood town of Ravensfair and gone off to start a new life in the city. Lisa is murdered by an unseen force after Jamie gets a package of this vaudevillian puppet called Billy. And they don't know where it came from. There's no return, there's nothing. And they just leave it in the apartment. She mysteriously dies. Now he decides to go back to Ravensfair for the funeral of her, and he takes the puppet with him. He also remembers along the way, as he goes back to visit his ill father that he's got a really bad relationship with, and his father's new wife, that Mary Shaw had this poem about puppets. You know, she was a ventriloquist, so maybe it's something to do with that. He decides that seeing as he's the prime suspect in Lisa's murder, that he should try and uncover the truth behind what the hell happened that night. He has no idea that there's any sort of supernatural force going on at this point, but we do. Now, Mary Shaw basically was murdered by the townspeople because they accused her of kidnapping a young boy at one of her shows because he called out and insulted her, saying she was a fraud. That's the general backstory of the movie. That happened in the past. We have Ryan Quanten in the present doing his investigator thing. We have Donnie Wahlberg following him around the whole movie, just trying to prove that it was him that killed her, even though we all know it wasn't right from the beginning of the movie. So yeah, that's basically the whole plot of the movie, is that he uncovers more puppets, he uncovers the true curse of Mary Shaw. We get to see some awesome special effects when it comes to Mary Shaw. The basic kill in this movie of this ghostly creature is that if you scream when she attacks you, I guess, or you see her, if you scream, she takes your tongue. And it's pretty gruesome. It's kind of, the special effects for the killings are very much along the same lines as Ring. So, you know, the kind of open mouth, wide-eyed, veiny looking, just gruesome facial mess. So I like that. I thought that was quite good, that they didn't really skimp on the whole, you know, gross out factor when it came to the killings. This is not a very well-known movie as far as I'm aware. It doesn't get talked about a lot. It's also not, you know, it didn't have a huge budget. I think the budget was something like 20 million. It just broke even at the box office. The reviews are super negative on this movie. I actually think this is a pretty good watch. I mean, it's not like the most terrible film. It's shot nicely. The acting's okay. The plot is simple. It's a bit predictable. But yes, the pros of this movie is it's beautifully shot. There is good use of CGI. They didn't kind of over CGI it. They didn't kind of make it look cheesy and crappy and cheap. It looked very nice. The plot was a good concept, I must admit. Good concept. I like the whole Old Town Legend stuff. There's a whole bunch of movies out there like that. I thought this was a good one. The acting was okay. I think Ryan Quanten's a great actor, I really do. I think Donnie Wahlberg's a right actor. I think the woman that played Mary Shaw was a right actor. There you go. The cons of this movie, it is predictable. It can be forgotten quite easily, I think. You know, it was boring. It doesn't drag, but there's no real wow factor about this. It's just kind of average. Everything's just average about it. I didn't really put anything else in my notes except for the fact that there are a whole bunch of, like, not so much deleted scenes, but alternate scenes. There's a whole load of extras and stuff. I think there's at least one alternate ending. There could be two for all I remember, but there's a lot of extra stuff on here. If you are a big fan of this movie and you saw it once, you should get it on DVD because the extras are good. That's about it. You can get this pretty cheap, probably like $5. I reckon you can get this for £3. Go check it out. It's a pretty good watch, I must admit. You scream, you die. How simple can you get? There you go. Join me next week for week 16, next Thursday on Body Bags. I'm your frat chick. Bye.